Hello everyone, how are you doing? This is Miss Gail over here at Georgia Peachnut Garden. Welcome in my new subscribers and to my returning subscribers. Thank you so much for your continued support. I can't say I'm not going to be long because as a gardener and as a content creator, you can always say what you're going to come out here and do, but then fate has something else planned. I don't know who told this to fall over. I don't know who told to do it. It needs to be ashamed of itself. Look at here. Look at this. Look at that mess. Look at that mess. Can y'all see that? Y'all see this thing fell over? The people who make these greenhouses, we love them, but they ain't worth two dead flies. It just mangled and fell over. Everything on it. I picked some of the stuff up. My honey's gonna come out here and see if we can fix it. I hadn't planned to deal with that. I am not planning to come out here and deal with that. Right there, that was not on the schedule. Man, but it's hiding what I wanted to show you. How I protecting my my potatoes, peas and stuff from the frost. Oh Lord, I'll do it on another video. Okay, so I digress. You can plan what you want to do, but fate sometimes just comes out, shows up, shows out. I showed you the other day about the seed sowing method, and I got a couple of things I need to correct. Let's see, the collards. First of all, when I was doing the collards, and I did everything right, except for I should have, before rolling it, I should have placed some soil over the collards, lightly dusted. So we're gonna see what it's looking like. And then a lot of times people want to put plastic over it to help with germination. I don't want to use plastic. I have these little cups like this, got holes in it for ventilation, and I'm just putting it over it. Of course, when you have the sticker in here, if you use a sticker or labeler, that helps it elevate it. I didn't want to use plastics and then they sprinkle vermiculite on it. So that thing right there. Before I do this, how do I sterilize my soil? I take hot water. When it starts boiling, I cut it off. And I pour it. I like these. And make sure this is not too hot because it will. I sit down on the wood. Uh-oh. That was not a good thing. So y'all see this. I like using these trays. Take some hot water. Pour it over it. Now this is already wet because it's been outside and it got wet, but I'm going to show you anyway. And this is how I sterilize. And you can use a stick or a spoon, stir it up. Put that back down there because we don't want to crack the glass. Make sure everything get in the hot water. And you can wait for it to cool down, or you can just go on ahead, scoop some out, squeeze it, and put it in another container. This container I've done the same thing to this one right here. And I'm going to pour this water over here just to squeeze all this out. I'm pouring it into something else that I can use later on because that's still soil. A lot of the soil is going to be in there. So you just squeeze it out, put it in something else. For me, I'm going to go on and put it right here because we're going to use this. And that's how I sterilize it. Now you see what I do. You could take my method and twist it, redo it however you want to. It's left up to you. So, and that kills anything that ever thought it wanted to live in this soil. So I'm going to continue to squeeze this out and get this all empty, and then I'm going to put the soil back in here. Once I get the water out, I'm just going to go on and pour all this over here into this pot. I shall be using this soon. That's why I do this outside, because it's so messy. Put this over here. And this right here is even ready. But I'm not going to make you watch me squeeze all this out. And I put it in a pan like this, or some kind of pan, something that doesn't have holes in it, so that this is still good. The juice, the water is still good. So you can go on ahead and pour that into a pot that you got to plant in or something like that. So let's see here. Let me get all this here off of me. Yeah, it's making a mess. Yeah, I know I don't like to make no mess. So that can actually stay on there because we're going to be using this. Now let's get back to, okay, so that's how I do my sterilization. You just need a container, a bowl, something that's not going to melt. Once the water starts boiling, turn it off. And you can let it cool down a little bit if you want to, but not too much. This is a plastic container right here. Metal containers are fine. They're just fine. And pour it in there. You can wait till it cool down. Put some gloves on. It's going to be hot. Now what I want to do is, I'm going to take my gloves off. Something y'all know I don't usually do. Go on ahead and take this loose. Let's see here. Yeah, I'm going to take this loose like this. And we all know if the dirt get in this painter's, I don't know what I called it yesterday. Y'all know I may say anything. I had a subscriber to correct me from a video from a year ago, and I was calling this Rich and Sweet 132 melon a Sharon taste. And they said that's not a Sharon taste. Hey, I may say some things up in here, you know, just excuse me. I'm sorry, but I appreciated it. And I went back and sat down and went back through my videos for a year ago, found it, and I corrected it. Because I do want you guys to know the correct name of things. But you know, we be busy around here just like anybody else and trying to get these videos out. And we trying to get the right information out as well, but you know, it's human error. I am not above and beyond that, so I'll be the first one to say no, I'm not. We're going to unroll this. Going to unroll it, and I see right now they are sticking. They're sticking. Uh-oh. You know what? Maybe it's in there pretty good. It may not be a good idea to unroll it. I'm just going to have to leave it alone because they are really, they kind of dug in. And this may or may not work. Some of them may or may not come up because I didn't put soil on top of them, so that's my bad. We'll see. This will be an experiment. You're supposed to sprinkle soil across the top of it. We'll see if they grow anyway. I see where when I tried to unroll it, it's not working right. So I got good common sense sometimes. We're going to just leave that alone. You guys, while I'm talking, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Don't forget to comment. Like I said, bringing you along with me as I go through this method. And I'm putting these on top. We'll just see what happens. And because I like the situation so well, we're going to go on ahead and do it again. Somebody wants me to do cucumbers for them. Now, I'm not putting all my eggs in one basket, meaning, yeah, I'm going to do this method right here, but I will also be growing on the inside another way, the old-fashioned way. So, I am covered, just in case, you know. Now, we're going to use seeds, just in case I'm going a little crazy. And I tend to, like I say, spread mine a little thinner than most people because I see how there's an issue with rolling. So let's see, we're gonna get some out of here. Squeeze it. Put this right up in here. When you squeeze it, it kind of clumps together, so you spread it out. As you're spreading it out, you're going ahead and, see, this is drying out a little bit too much for me, so I'm going to squeeze some water over here. You're going ahead and break it up as you're putting it on here. You can break it up before you do all this, you know, you don't have to do it that way. Do the way that you feel comfortable doing it. I'm just using some of the water to moisten it back up because it is drying out quickly. Now I'm going to do cucumbers. That's why I'm making this one a little bigger. We know how cucumbers grow. We know what they do. And they've got, close to 3 months to be in here. Which means they're going to grow pretty long because they cannot come outside in our Georgia weather until the weather is conducive for them to come outside. Okay, by George, I think I got it. Put a little bit more down here on the end. Now, I'm leaving about almost 2 inches on each end. One to get me started to rolling. Okay. It's a messy job, trust me. Now, if if the cucumbers come up and they look like they're running out of soil or whatever, you unroll it. This is what they say. Unroll it. Sprinkle some soil across it. Maybe heighten it a little bit and then roll it back up. So now we're going to roll. Try to roll it as evenly as possible. And now I'm rolling it. No, I'm not putting the seeds in yet. So that you can get the spiral, the snail look. Now, as you roll it, it does push. Now see, this way it's not a whole lot of pushing forward. And I rolled it to here, and then I'm gonna bring this up like that. Put a rubber band around it. You can use a rubber band. You can have your painter's tape ready. You can use a piece of string, jute, whatever you have. Then you designate your top and you designate your bottom. Let's see, one more rubber band I do believe is what we're gonna need. One more, at least one more. That's too small. We need a bigger one. Yeah. Bigger, thicker one, hopefully. Let's see. That's too small. Well. Let's get together and go for a walk in the park. Okay, this is fine. And I'm going to put 4, I think I have 4 cucumbers in here. Try to even this up a little bit. Now, I have too much. It's too wide. It is entirely too wide. So what I need to do is decide. This is going to be my bottom, I believe. I'm going to push it down. Just going to push it down like that, and then I'm going to cut it. Just pushing it down. Then I'm just going to cut it. Just like that. Now you can see the spiral a little better. I'm going to cut the top. Now I didn't see nobody do this, because I guess ain't nobody make the mistake but me. Oh Lordy. This is going to be my top. This is my bottom. And we're going to put some tape on that bottom. This is where the seam, let's see, is that the seam? Here it is right here. I'm going to bring that seam on around and put that tape right there to hold that. And I'm going to put a little bit more on here. So you see my blunders, about how to fix it. And where did the beginning go? Right here. How to fix your blunders, your bloopers. Don't fret. Now listen, you guys, at 10 o'clock tonight, I will be on 10 o'clock Eastern with my live Let's Talk. We're going to talk gardening. We're going to talk crochet. And we're going to answer the questions that you have. If we can, and if we can't, somebody will be able to answer it in the chat, or we just go to Google. And new content creators are just people who want to start videotaping. Bring your questions, and we do the best we can to answer them. Okay? So we have this at the top. We're going to still put another piece of tape up here. And I got to hurry because the sun's going down on me. Yes, it is. This tape is not tearing right. We're going to tape that up. We'll do a better piece of tape later on. And let's get whatever seeds. Somebody wants straight 8. Straight 8. So, here are the straight 8. My honey loves straight 8 for some reason. So we're going to put these. Say he wants about 6. I mean, I have to do about, well, I do 6. So I'm going to do some on the inside. We're just going to take the seeds. This is going to be the beginning. Let me find the beginning, which is here. And I'm going to put his in the middle. Just put it in there. I'm not looking at spacing. None of that. Come on. This one doesn't want to cooperate. So, let me get a couple more. Not that many. Yep, yep. So I don't know if these are going to show up. You can see where they are. Then we're going to mark them. Put straight 8 on there. I'm going to put it at the very beginning, which is here. So I know that this is the beginning of the straight 8. The next one we're going to do is going to be my favorite, which is the bushel, the pick a bushel. I'm going to use all these because this is it. We're going to start. You know what? I need to put the straight 8 right here. Why y'all didn't say something? And then pick a bushels. Gonna start right here. And actually, I can just sew them. I don't have to stick them in there because they're gonna be okay. They're gonna be fine. Pick a bushels, go in here. Everybody getting seed to soil contact. And next, let me write pick a bushel on here. I hope this is gonna work out, y'all. Uh-oh, I just marked on my clothes. Pick a bushel cucumber. So that is gonna start right here. Make sure I'm going right. So all behind this sign is the straight 8. All behind this sign is the pick a bushel. And we are going to do Baker Creek's Muncher next. Don't need that many. Nope, nope, nope. We're going to just start putting them in front of this sign. Come back, we're going to come back and push them down. I'm just going to push them down so when I lay it down, they won't move. I'm not pushing them all the way in. I think I'm going to do some more. I like these. So hopefully, oops, 1 fell, 2 fell. So we're going to come on around. and just sow them in. And that is the muncher. Y'all need to be doing this with me. Muncher. Cucumber. Hen is wet, so it's not doing good. I have to come back when it's dry. And we brought that to right here. And the last one of the cucumbers is going to be Mexican sour gherkins. The seed for these are so small, when I looked in here for it, I didn't see them. And I was like, oh man, I'm out. No, I wasn't out. They're just tiny. So we're going to just sow these in. Little babies, they are so small. Right like that. And put that on there. Mexican sour gherkins. Clean off our tag because it is good and wet. Okay. That's that right there. And we are at the end. Everybody has seeds. We're gonna come and take, unfortunately, you can find some soil, squeeze it out, and sprinkle across the top of these seeds. You get enough. I'm gonna barely have enough that's sterilized. Okay, we're gonna start in the center. Gonna do an 1/8 to 1/4 of an inch of soil. I think this is a seed that came out. We're gonna just drop it in right here. We ain't wasting no seeds now. We're just gonna go on ahead and put some soil on top. And if I need to, I'll take some soil from the bottom of this bag. Always a way. There's always a way. I go in and get some soil from the bottom. Always a way now. Because it's sterilized, and this is going into my house. And we just going in between the bubble wrap and putting soil on top. With the seeds completely contacted with the soil. That's all I'm doing, and it's hard to show it to you, but you got good sense. You understand. Just packing the seed on top, and I'm going to sprinkle some water. And you go around and push down. Let's see, that's the beginning. Here you go, right in here. Go around your spiral, make sure you're not missing anything. For those larger seeds, we're going to put more soil on top. Not a lot now. Talking about maybe 1/4 for the larger ones. So thank you for staying with me as I go through this journey of sowing some cucumbers. Using the snail, let's see, this is the seed snail sowing method. Let me make sure I've gotten everybody. I don't want to leave nobody out. Everybody deserves an opportunity. And it's going to go on the heat mat inside that same container as the other one, the other two. This is a little bigger, so I may not be able to put 5 or 6 in there. Maybe I'm able to only do 5. We'll see. We shall see. Okay, it's a done deal. I will do a little spray on top like that. Take it. Uh-oh. And sit it in here with his other brother and sister. And they're going to go in the house on the heat mat, and I will take one of these cups, sit it on top of there. And next we're going to do zucchini and squash. I may or may not do that on camera, but you guys, thank you for coming along with me. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Don't forget to come tonight at 10 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. I have some people who are interested in doing videos, and come on, we'll help you out. Somebody help me. Mona sifted some soil. I'm hollering her out because she took me in and walked me through a lot. And F.R. Humphrey, those are their channels. Check them out. F.R. Humphrey. Her name is Felicia, but F.R. Humphrey. And sifted some soil and more when I first started. Gave me a lot of help. And I'm going to pay it forward. You guys come on, have some fun, and I'll see you in the garden. Bye-bye.